Hello, and welcome back to my Therapist Plays Disco Elysium analysis series. So, on today's episode, we're getting deeper into our different character studies and kind of breaking down like the psychological dynamics in their dialogue and their relationships and everything that represents in terms of mental health. This time, I give a lot of focus to two characters in particular that we meet on our journey through Revachol, and one of them that I give kind of like my deepest psychoanalytical impressions yet. Maybe also my most unhinged character analysis thus far as well. But it is in service of actually kind of discussing like some important things about how the game depicts its world building and what characters do we need to look at. And in terms of like, if we look at the shape of their mental health, this will tell us a lot about what it is like to live in this environment with these political systems, with these social tensions. Like, what is the result of that on the people who are actually being brought up in this world? So there's a lot to get into. I'm excited to share. So let's jump back in. Okay. Let's continue. So I think the last thing we were doing is kind of investigating our relationship with Kim here. I guess there was a section of this that I missed. Ah, cool 4. I see what you mean. I thought it was something I had to click on. So let's check out Inland Empire, because that's our main skill, and I'm finding it very interesting that this was the primary skill that I chose. Especially because in the last stream, I found myself kind of disagreeing with its intrusions a little more. It says it's cool for dreamers, paranatural investigators, and mental creators. I don't know if I'd call myself paranatural, but I am an investigator and I am a mental creator, meaning that I tend to make stuff in my brain that's better than I can make it in reality. Empathy is cool for judges of character, interviewers, interrogators. Yeah, that's me as well. This is volition is cool for sane people, well-adjusted cops, the non-suicidal. That's kind of half of us, right? Authority is cool for leaders, experts of psychological warfare, and respect junkies. Okay. Yes, yes, and yes. This one is cool for cops, cop aficionados, and pretend cops. I feel like that last one is us, the pretend cop. Suggestion is cool for diplomats, charmers, and sociopaths. Who is Shivers cool for? City lovers, the wisest of the streetwise, the generally supernatural. Well, I do think that this has been a pretty relevant skill to spec into because, like, more so than anyone else, the city is a main character in this adventure. And so is our personal relationship with it, right? Oh, is there a typo? Oh yeah, suicidal. Visual calculus for forensic scientists, tactical fighters, and math-minded people. That's why my guy's so bad at it. This one's cool for acrobats, thieves, and unbearable show-offs. I find it more fascinating the stuff that who it's cool for that I'm not good at. Electrochemistry. It's cool for high flowers, party enthusiasts, cops who need lightning. Okay. Composure is cool for card players, military fetishists, and cool people. Well, cool people. I mean, we're kind of trying to be cool. I don't think we're there yet, though. Okay, something I desperately need to do is, like, some of this shit. Because last time we played for, like, 3 hours and basically only completed one thing. So I'm going to pick this and go do it. Following electrochemistry to try to find cigarettes has only led me down paths of major distraction. This is like a passive quest. I'll find one when I find one. I'm also on a time limit? Wait, what? Are you serious? So I actually, like, the way I play this game is, like, harming my chances here? Oh, it's generous. Okay. I was about to freak out because, like, I'm going to play this very slowly. Generally. They're still on day one. Okay. You see how reactive I was to that? I do not like being limited by time. It's one of my greatest fears in gaming and in life. It's a couple of days. Okay. We've got to focus. There's too many things I have to do. Enter the harbor and seek an audience with the local debardeurs union leader, Everard Clare. You need to ask him about the murder in his district. Okay, that's what I gotta do. I gotta go to the harbor. And I will not get distracted on the way there. I'm not getting distracted by that sad, lonely, bookish girl. Oh, what's this guy up to? I didn't think I've talked to him yet. Better mouth your watch around me, boy. Oh, he's drunk. He's got a bag. I seem to be able to I can collect trash with this bag. How do I... Yes! Okay, now I can pick up trash. Look how many bottles there are. I can... Oh, fucking... I'm so close to getting those cigs now. Just so you watch. Okay, wait. I know I said I wasn't going to get distracted, but what I meant was I'm not going to get distracted by low opportunity cost things. Right now I have high opportunity cost because I now have a bag to pick up tear, which I learned is trash. Some great tectonic force has cracked the pavement like an eggshell. That it has. There's something under there. Look at all this fucking environmentalism I'm doing now. What are these guys doing? Build a solid routine and stick to it. That's all there is. That's quite the worldview you've got there, buddy.
Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape.
Let me increase the volume here.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
He's speaking directly to me now. The other one is eating a big sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration.
Oh my
You're
god.
old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions.
I don't know. I'm very comfortable asking questions, especially after my character is starting to open up a little bit more.
No, you got this.
Okay.
There's the
Cool.
ball. You're the game.
These are intrusive thoughts. But I do have a very high chance of succeeding. I'm gonna observe them first.
See? Your munching and complaining have ruined my concentration.
The man throws a metal ball towards a smaller wooden ball in the sand.
Ah, mon Dieu. The pain in my back is unbearable. I can't even say if it's in my back or hip anymore. Feels like it's in both.
He tries to measure the throw.
I hope you pass out from it. You goddamn jellyfish. Men like you are the reason this nation is sinking.
Standing tall and proud, he looks at his partner with disgust.
Shush. Ignore them. They don't know what they're doing.
They're old.
You are letting down yourself and the team. Get in the damn game already.
Man, physical instrument is extremely demanding of me right now. I'm going to ask it to clarify.
Does it matter what team? Pick a team. Any team. The blue team. You're letting them down. Get in the game and throw the goddamn ball.
So it is interesting that it's trying to tap into my sense of physical shame, right? Which I can imagine from my character is probably quite high. Especially because we haven't even looked at our own face in the mirror yet. Partially because I'm imagining we're afraid to perceive ourselves, but we're also very concerned with how other people are perceiving us, right? That's a profile that I'm starting to develop about him. We were concerned about the way that Kuno sees us. In fact, we're like trying to rectify that as we speak. We're concerned very much about how Kim sees us. We're sort of not sure where he stands. We were surprised that Lena, the woman in the wheelchair, did not make very swift judgments of us. In fact, she was kind of like quite complimentary of us. So like other people's perceptions of Raphael are very important to him, which is why I imagine physical instrument being so intrusive. And like, think of the virtues it's trying to tap into. It said like, make a decision without hesitation, right? Like, it's kind of building the association that hesitation is attached to shamefulness. Like that if you are indecisive, you are weak, right? And as a therapist, I like pick up on those things as I'm talking to people. Like, let's say that when my client was like, yeah, well, as soon as I saw the guy talking to my ex-girlfriend, I went up to him and I got in an argument, right? Like, that's something that I hear quite often. And that's where I like dive into, and I'm like, okay, well, what about being decisive has gotten attached to the idea that that's a show of strength for you? And is decisiveness more important than making good moral decisions? And in a logical sense, no, it's not. But in an emotional sense, that's often what we're chasing, right? We're concerned about how to get rid of anxiety and, you know, not feel like upset rather than making the best all around decisions. And so we chase things like shame, we chase things like anger, we chase the more impulsive emotional reactions. I love that every single person who has played Disco Elysium wanted in one way or another to impress Kim or for him to like or respect them. Yeah. I can tell that like he's someone that we are trying to impress and respect, but we're also trying to understand whether he's just with us because he needs us. Why are you so mean to me, physical instrument?
Eyes on the ball, Dinky Winky.
Look, it's trying to shame me. It's trying to make me feel small and inadequate. I'll show it and them. Wait. Wait, my chances got worse. Was it 72% before? Okay, that's fascinating. So when I was being decisive without hesitation, my chances were better. But when physical instrument came in to shame me and make me feel inadequate, my chances have gotten worse. Oh shit, that's really interesting. It's very similar to when I was talking, I was doing the investigation or the autopsy, and I got like a boost from like Kuno saying I was cool or whatever. Okay, this is fascinating to me in terms of like the kinds of thoughts you have of the moment will prime you for your like ability to act on them. It's a hype yourself type of thing. Yeah, so I've actually lowered my chances. I'm starting to feel like, yeah, I'm not going to get involved. I mean, is there any reason why I shouldn't? I'll show him how it's done, I guess. I need to show myself that I'm capable here. Here comes the shame.
This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast.
Oh, fuck.
Mon Dieu! Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw.
I've lost their respect.
There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job. And this was downright embarrassing.
So this is very consistent with my character so far. As any physical exertion, we have been swiftly embarrassed. Let's investigate that, though. Why did it
Your
feel so
muscle memory
wrong?
knew what to do and went for it. But there were gaps.
Something about it was completely unnatural, corrupted. Your muscle memory knew what to do, and you went for it, but there were gaps.
Yeah, gaps you tried to fill with thinking. We
Oh.
don't think in sports. We do.
Well, if I'm trying to distance myself from physical instrument and electrochemistry, then this is kind of a good
It
outcome.
felt like you were going for a thrust or a lunge. There was definitely gonna be jumping. Maybe you scored a point, but this is a fiasco.
I thought something way more spectacular was going to happen. The throw was terrible and you know it. No need to mock me. I'll just be a little more earnest.
What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw.
His tone is full of admiration.
How are you ever going to get the officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? Or even climb out of his ass?
That's just how Johnny Ballgame is. Extraordinary. I was going for something cool, but I screwed it up like always. Yeah, that fits the narrative. That fits my character's construction of
The
himself.
man in the uniform says nothing. His gaze is fixed on the horizon.
Maybe he identified with that little statement there.
His merry partner is staring at the ground like he's trying to see right through to the other side. The lieutenant is looking at you. His face is expressionless.
Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of Whirling in rags?
Unfortunately, I don't. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement. But this affair has passed me by completely.
And most of the locals.
In Martinez, the union is the law. So can you really blame them?
But you don't have a problem with
Cop
cops.
is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets.
So again, you don't
If I
know
knew,
anything.
I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me.
Okay.
This is a man with a lot of past, but little present, and almost no future.
All right. Inland Empire coming in with the wisdom. Let's ask them what they're doing here.
Yes. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game.
Do you know what created
I
it?
do. Fire from heavy artillery.
Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why?
Why what?
Why was heavily artillery used?
Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Okay, so this guy has just been pushed a little bit above his like safe zone in terms of anxiety, and he is starting to disclose much more information, which is interesting. Did you use artillery fire against them?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly. Too valiantly.
Too valiantly.
So valiantly we got licked. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
Why shell them here in Martinez? Good
Because
question.
this place is a damn beachhead. Had to soften the commies up first.
The beachhead.
Yes, the military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations.
That is true.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta.
So there's a difference between like informing me for some reason does not make him like excited, right? Like if he was like a historian and he was happy to inform people, he would not be in any way troubled by like catching me up to speed here. The frustration in his tone, though, tells me something very different about what this history means to him and that other people don't know it. What it tells me is that he's very concerned that the effort and cost of life put into this task has not been remembered or is not immediately recognizable by other people. And that makes it feel like it wasn't worth it. And so for him, he is displacing all of that like historical resentment and like was what we fought for actually that meaningful, and he's displacing that into me as someone who is ignorant of the struggle, right? So it tells me a lot about him as a person, just in the way that he's saying it. I'll just kind of nod thoughtfully at
This
this.
here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Okay, so it's not just because it's interesting
Blood
terrain.
ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
But that's a line of questioning that I would definitely use in therapy, right? And I've done counseling with people of all kinds of different ages and backgrounds. And for someone who may be a bit older, they have had a longer amount of time living to collect anger that has not been put into something productive, right? What I always kind of start with in that sense is like, what was it like to tell me, Raphael, this information? What were you feeling? I was feeling frustrated. I was feeling like it was pointless. I was remembering the confusion I felt about how impactful my decisions were going to be making, right? I was feeling scared at the ongoing decay of the society and people's knowledge of how it started, right? Like he could tell me all of these things, presumably. And my approach with him would be to say that, like, well, we can't change the past, right? We can only change what that information means to us. And you have an opportunity here to inform someone. Basically, the problem that you're having is that someone is uninformed about this. So maybe try to get them excited and inform them in a productive way, right? If the reason you're upset is people don't know this history, then share it with them. But when you do it from a place of frustration, not only does it make you get in touch with that resentment, but it also drives the person listening not to want to hear any more of it. Which is why I'm kind of like, as a character, okay, well, let's just move on then, because you don't seem very happy to be telling me this. So like the very situation that's causing you angst can actually be the therapeutic solution too. It's just kind of how you approach it from your attitude. That explains all the war damage.
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course, they still all influence.
Okay, so there's some unfinished business as a part of this too. There's a lack of closure.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
That's how it should be. Soft socialists paving the way for the hardworking class to take over. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, and now they rule us. This coalition seems quite capable, actually. Commies just don't understand how money works. Nothing, I don't think I just do. What do I think? What does my character think about this? He's seeing the world in terms of power dynamics and authority. And the more obscure the source of authority, the easier it is to point to it as the bad guy, right? That's why we're often thinking of institutions corporations, like the man, like the more vague, the less specific the enemy, the easier it is to displace all of our issues onto. This is like like kind of the racism angle. Commies just don't understand how money works. I guess I'm gonna go with that.
No, they don't. But I'm sorry it had to be the coalition. After 8 years of fighting rabid commies, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains...
Cats! What the fuck?
I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol, or even if that damn clan Frissel had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case.
This royal failure weighs heavily on him.
Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage and stupid music on the radio. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
Okay, so he's got royal allegiances. Who was this
Damn
Frissel?
Frissel. He was the king we couldn't protect. The Carabineers failed him, and the crown. He died in the hands of the Hyperlay, in a very public execution.
You mentioned Guillaume.
A true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile.
What exactly is a suzerain?
Suzerain is the king! Has everyone forgotten already? They've forgotten already.
What did I just say? What did I just say about how he is contributing to his own internal strife by seeing it as a chore to inform me of the thing that he is already angry I don't know? Dude needs to look in a psychological mirror.
Soon, they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy.
See, empathy knows he is choosing. He is choosing to have this, not to feel this way, but choosing to act on it this way.
It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
8%. Composure, legendary. What is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud? I mean, it's a white check. I guess I don't have any reason not to try it, right? Let's give it a shot.
All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past and his old uniform. This is not uncommon.
This is the uniform of
My
the
streamer
Royal
luck has run
Carabineers
out.
in service of Frissel the First, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philip the Fifth before him.
Don't you mean Frissel the Fan?
I got used to it. I know. I got so used to passing those early difficult checks. I succeeded like 3 times, and that's all I get. Yeah, now I just fail at everything.
You do not speak his name, Craven, although he was a clown. But he was our clown, ours to ridicule and to mourn.
I don't think that having another point would have made a difference because I only scored 8. I mean, I also got a 1 on the dice roll, which is pretty dire. Failure is good in this game.
There's something you missed. You will get to it. Don't worry.
Okay. I'll come back to it. Okay.
Wow, you work hard.
Oh, I do?
Oh, yes. You hustle. You're a provider. It's tough out there, but you keep it real and provide.
What hard work do I do exactly?
Look at yourself. You're a human pedometer. You must have walked 200,000 steps down cracked asphalt, mosaic, sand, and linoleum after you re-emerged.
I guess that's true.
That is the sign of a hustler who never gives up. The world is harsh and people are evil. You didn't make it that way. and you won't let it break you. You ride.
I'm not sure I ride. Hey, Adam Sandler, a toe tickler, 69. Thank you for subscribing with Prime. I appreciate you. It's quite a name you've got there. I'm not sure I ride.
Oh, you do. You make money. You got gills.
I don't make any money.
Meaning those black papers with the faces of the innocents on them. You bring in the Franco Negros and the Solas. It ain't easy, but you do it. Day in and day out. You didn't make the rules, but you won't lose. You're a cop and a sprinter and a money printer.
No, I'm not. Savoir-faire is a liar.
Sure. And has it been easy? Is life easy?
No.
Have you not gone into cardiac arrest? Are you not about to have an anxiety attack or shoot yourself in the mouth? But you still hustle 24/7, ride or die. Now, ask yourself, are you rich?
No, I'm actually not.
That's right. You work harder than anyone. You almost rode yourself to the grave and you're still practically a hobo. Why is that?
Is it because of that guard guy riding my ass? The system is broken? There's a market for corrupt cops out there, but the immigrant cops have priced up to fucking taxes, man. What does my character really think? Part of me wants to think he doesn't have the self-awareness to realize that it's many of my own decisions and depression. I'm gonna go with that.
Because of the taxes.
Oh, it's the
G-Man's
fucking
got
taxes,
his
is it?
jam-covered sticky fingers in your pocket, stealing from you every time you
This is
buy,
bullshit.
sell,
I
walk,
don't
talk,
like
fart,
this perspective.
so much as sneeze.
You're a liar, Savoir-faire.
Every time you wipe your ass, they got their direct and their indirect modes of taxation. Sales tax, excise duty, extraction tax, alimony. One tax that doesn't even have a name. Plus there's the stuff people in other countries pay for. That makes them ask for more money from you. Here. Total tax duties add up to 98% of all your money.
No fucking way. I guess I'm a free market fundamentalist now. Are you sure? That seems like a pretty big number. This isn't helping me solve my money problem. It's only making me into a free market type. What is the difference between these two responses? This isn't helping me solve my money problem. I should be able to participate freely in the market, right? I guess I could opt in.
Here you go, hustler. Fight the righteous fight. Free the people. Keep it real. Keep it street. Keep foaming at the mouth furiously on the tax issue.
Okay. Sometimes I can't tell if, like, making a good role-playing decision will lead to me locking myself out of a good game mechanic, so I appreciate the help there. I'm not above, like, saying yes to stuff like that. It's just... I like that the game gives me an option not to, but, like, I wouldn't have realized that that gates me out of something I could be using. Okay. Looks like I can internalize that, too. We have a side bitch ideology cooking somewhere. Don't sweat it. Fighting indirect taxation for the Gossamer state is compatible with all creeds. It's cool like that. You're a cool anarchist now. Unless you don't want to be an anarchist. Whatever. Stuff this meal ticket in your eye socket and let's see if we can steal some love back from the robber barons at the customs agency and the banditos at the Insul Indian Financial Oversight and Competition Committee. Jeez, okay. Looks like we're looking for a side hustle. Oh, we get -2 empathy for that, though. Fuck that. I don't want that. One thing that I recommend is think about your thoughts. They're directly tied to what your character might say or can do in the future. That's true. Well, but I don't want to lose my empathy. I mean, I guess I could turn it on and then turn it off, right? Okay, I need to go to the docks. I've been distracted again. Only while the research is going on. It makes sense. Oh, there's trash everywhere from me. I'm gonna get so much cash from this. This is my side hustle right now. Oh, once I... Am I stuck with this once I complete it? I do not want that. I do not want to lose my empathy. Let's go in here.
A sturdy metal door guards the southwest entrance to the apartment building. It's locked.
Let's get a knock on
The
it.
door rattles against your knuckles, but there's no response. The door rattles again, but this time you hear an elderly woman's voice calling out from inside.
Stop banging on the door. I'm not letting any more strangers inside.
Oh, the empathy returns after I'm done internalizing it, or I can forget the thought. Okay. I will turn it on while I'm walking around then, but not while I'm in dialogue. Who am I
Doesn't
speaking
matter
to?
who I am. Now go on, get out of here.
This is the police.
The police? Everyone knows the police don't come round here.
Ah, walking around doesn't progress the time. Okay. I mean, I just don't think it aligns with my character that much, to be honest. I'm just gonna leave it as it is.
No, I already told you. I won't be responsible for any more strangers getting into the building. Go check the backyard door. Maybe someone there will.
Kim! Let's get Kim involved. Tell her to open this door,
Madame,
please.
I assure you, we are real police officers.
Show her your badge.
There is no reply. Just faint sweeping sounds inside.
Okay, I can't get in there. Why does it keep giving me a notification? I mean, guess I can have my flashlight out instead of the crowbar. Didn't it say to investigate the dock or something? Kim, move. I need to
Yes?
pick up that trash. No, I don't want to talk to you right now. Just trying to get that sweet tear. There we go. What's up here? Garden house. Chairs.
There must be another way into the building.
What is this guy?
You see a young man on a balcony nursing a cigarette. His eyes have been following you for a while.
He's got a cigarette. He's got a cigarette in his portrait.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
Despite the cold, his shirt hangs unbuttoned on his frame. Why are you whispering? It sounds like you're already in trouble. No trouble from me. I just want to know what's going on in here. Yeah, why are you whispering? That's suspicious.
There's no trouble. I'm just speaking in a lowered voice. I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie, if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
How about you toss one of those bad boys down here?
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare.
He does already respect my authority here. Maybe I can get one of them.
Apologies, but this is my last one.
How is it your last one? Everyone has said that to me. I'm starting to not believe
The
them.
god himself has denied you absolution.
Fuck! Why don't you toss that one down?
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
I don't care. I need that cigarette from you.
I'm not throwing anything.
You're arrested.
There's no way you'd catch that cigarette anyway.
Fuck.
Yes, really. Don't even try. You'll just embarrass yourself.
I don't want to embarrass myself anymore. Please don't do that to me.
As you wish.
Ah. Okay, well, I need to talk
Is
to you
it
anyways.
really that important?
I've been stonewalled at every chance to get a ciggy.
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
Yeah, your last one, right? Fucking liar. Looks like you've got a good view of the Whirling's backyard. Can you tell me anything about the hanging?
I can tell that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinet's standards.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Yeah, investigate him, Kim.
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did you?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
Wait, is there another cop
And when
involved?
did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Last week? I don't know. Look.
He looks around the courtyard again. Old patio chairs and dead house planters litter the
You
scene.
didn't answer the question. What were you doing last Sunday?
Yeah, what were you up to?
I had a friend over.
Okay.
He was
what
my
kind?
Sunday friend.
Sunday friend?
A Sunday friend. How intriguing. Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and drinking beer.
I guess so.
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. In the neighboring windows, you can see faint reflections of his silhouette, all from different angles.
Okay, let's get his
My
name.
name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Are you fucking serious?
Martin Martinez? Good local name. Let's go with that.
Yeah, he's lying. You're a liar. My rhetoric is the stupid part of my brain.
No. We won't.
I've been
Now, if you'll excuse me, I
outsmarted
really
again.
need to get going.
-1 to bumming a cigarette. Wait, what? I can convince him to because I didn't get a cigarette from him. I may not be able to pass this. I mean, it's a 72% chance. I'll put on my hobo charms. This will be easy.
Time to bring out your secret charm. Tears and begging. Show him your emotional side. Throw yourself before his very feet like a dog.
What? God damn it. Why don't you give me the option to try for 17%? I'm sure I'll fucking succeed at that. How embarrassing. I got a 3 and a 2 on my dice roll, and then I didn't get a cigarette, so it's tragic. I was 1 point away. If I had just gotten that cigarette from him, if I had only gotten the ciggy, everything would be fine. This case would be solved. Please don't go. I'll stop drinking. I'll take out the trash. What? Oh, there's an relationship at play here for our character, if that's how we're feeling. Do you want me to cry?
No, for God's sake, I don't want you to cry.
Yes.
Listen, I really have to go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, send me an extinguished cigarette.
Ah, there it goes. Wasted. You would have gotten at least a few good drags out of it.
Now electrochemistry is speaking to me.
Good luck with the investigation.
You fucking hate this guy. Can't believe it. I never want to see him again. If I didn't ask for the cigarette, oh, okay.
He's gone.
Oh, my perception isn't that bad, Kim. This guy is constantly trying to undermine me.
No point in running. Tenements like these often have multiple exits. If he doesn't want to talk to us, then he'll know how to hide himself.
So we just give up?
He could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular type who's asking about our case.
Yeah, we do.
There has to be a way of getting inside the building. Let's go check out the door near the pier again.
Yeah,
Once we follow
yeah.
in, we can ask around for his apartment.
I should have listened, Camo Dog. Asking around can sometimes ruin my chances. Okay. It's whatever. I don't want to smoke anyways. I don't care. I got bigger things to do. Like pick up trash. You can wear this bum hat. Let's check out the bum hat. It's not good for my rhetoric. What's my rhetoric? It's debating, nitpicking. It's already pretty shot anyways. But my reaction speed? I mean, I probably won't physically embarrass myself anymore. Innocent situations can turn bad when you're overly alert. That's a good point. At low levels, though, you won't be the one shooting first. You'll be shooting it all. I don't know. Should I wear the bum hat? Get some good reaction speed. It's kind of cool. It does go with kind of goes with the gloves and the trash bag. Okay, we're gonna wear it for a little while. Let's check out those barrels. They're full of rainwater. It's down here. Just a closed door. I thought that this said like enter the harbor. Is this not the harbor or is this the pier? What is this? Pallet. Oh, there's money! Cash money. And I got some magnesium. Okay. Some seabirds. Bullet holes. Check out that trash can. Maybe I can turn in some of my trash now for some money. Then I can buy that cigarette. And maybe we'll find the harbor along the way. Okay. Let's turn in some of this trash.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money
140.
appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now. Do you
We got-
know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol.
No,
Enter
I
the
need
endless cycle of
cigarettes.
consumption.
I need ciggies.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low
No,
shelf.
I don't need a raincoat. That's what I need.
To Frit.
What's that magazine she's reading?
What it's I guess what's that magazine you're
this?
reading?
This is Pop Stars. It's got like famous people in it.
I
It's
am
not
rich.
for
I got
sale.
two real.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Forget about all that. What is this fashion police feature? I'm not even interested. I don't know why I asked about it. Let's ask about what's on the cover here.
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
I bet your hat would take the prize.
No. I don't like it. I hate it.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
As much as my cat is enjoying looking out the window, it's blasting me with sunlight.
I
What is
don't
this
know.
Frit?
Frit? A 7 to 11 grocery store. I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't. Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but
Can you tell me anything about the dead body? Maybe she's seen something.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Kitty, no. There's a whole patio back there that you can look out the window in. Why do you have to look out this one? Can't see shit. I can't put a curtain up either because she'll tear it down. Did you know the man who died?
Not really.
Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
I'm starting to think that the Fritte clerk is the key to all of this. How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
Here, I'm pointing my flashlight at something suspicious. My suspicious thing here is, why aren't you more interested in what's going on around you? Why are you escaping into the celebrity gossip? Is it because you're so detached from the reality around you? Is it because no one at home reflects or asks about your interests? Is it because you don't have strong social relationships with any of your friends? Maybe you don't have friends because you come from a home where you have to support most of the financial responsibilities, and the only way to do so is to work this job that you hate, and you have to talk to people like myself? Is that why you're reading from this stupid magazine and why you're giving me so much fucking lip? Is that it? Because that's the vibe I'm getting here. She's like 14. Hey, she could be the primary breadwinner for all we know, all right? Right now, she's the main obstacle between me and a cigarette, which is the main obstacle between me and this investigation. So, let's figure this out. What do you think happened, young lady?
I don't know.
Stop saying It makes me sound like I'm an idiot just for asking.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
Okay.
Thank you for your help. Do you have a warehouse back there?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Fritte does.
Come on, give me something to work with here, please.
She looks up from under her brow.
Fine. Fritte doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Okay, thank you. You've finally given me something interesting. I can stop pointing the flashlight at you now.
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
Yes, tell me about the economic reality. Watch me be so fucking bang on with this character.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I'm 15.
15 is an excellent time to learn about the economic reality.
Yeah, that's why I'm working my arse off in Fritte. So I guess, like, that's
why?
Economic.
Why is she doing that, though? I have to know. I want to know if I'm right.
I don't know. What about it?
The coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is one.
Our government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
Okay, she's getting a little anxious. She's trying to avoid my questions.
We're in Fritte?
No, I meant where are we on a larger scale?
As mankind, or as a nation?
As mankind. That's what I... Here's the thing, okay? If you don't have someone at home asking you about your day or what you think about things, here is your opportunity, young lady, all right? Like an adult, someone with a cool flashlight, hat, gloves, and coat is asking you, like, your opinion about things. The fact that she's so like, I don't know, means that no one in her life is asking her things. Can you imagine? She's going home and her mom or dad or whoever is taking care of her is not asking her, so, young lady, what do you think about the world? Why do you think we're making you or asking you to work in this little shop? Would you like to know about the economic state that we're in? Like, this girl has no real grounding for why she's doing any of these things because no one at home is engaging with her. She probably goes home and her parents are just as burnt out by how fucked up their own lives are that, like, they're not asking her anything. And so she's getting her stimulation and her... Like, the only thing that's showing her a reflection of her own interests is a fucking magazine. Why? Because it depicts things that are not in her environment. Is this normal therapist behavior at a grocery store? Well, yes. Internally. I'm not like I do want you to just imagine me going into the store and, and just like, I don't know, going on these sorts of rants. It's a good image. Most sane Disco Elysium player. What if she's relatively happy and fulfilled at home and just hates her job and is fed up with this kind of customer? I mean, I guess that could be the case too, but I'm having a different kind of insight. I mean, imagine you're the person working in a place like this. What is she selling? She's selling alcohol, cigarettes, like an old boat or something. Like, is any of this stuff what's interesting to a teenager? No. She's not even like a cool teenager working at like Spencer's or Hot Topic or something. I don't know what teenagers are into these days. I'm not one anymore. But like, she doesn't even work in a place where she understands the personal value of the things she's selling. So of course she's fed up with it. She stands behind the counter and just like peddles the shit out, mostly things that are bad for you, and attract the kinds of people who are like chemically dependent on these things. And so she's going to get a lot of people like me and alcoholics and people with short tempers because they haven't smoked recently. Like, no wonder she hates her job. Out of all the characters you do a deep dive on, you choose this girl. Yeah, exactly. Okay, who else but this young girl? It's the same thing I said about Kuno. Like, what's most fascinating to me when I'm trying to understand world building, and like, if we're talking economic systems and political systems and the like resentments that the veteran has, you have to look at the kids who live in this world. Like, they are the result of these problems. Like, the way that they view the world, the way they act in it, creates the culture around us. Of course they don't want to engage with it, right? And it's all the more reason that if like the gentleman we saw down at the waterfront came in here and talked to the Frit clerk, like, he's the person that he's thinking of when he's yelling at us about how like, you don't understand this stuff. Seashell, you know me so well. Watch when I get to the plot relevant characters and I completely breeze over them. You know that that's exactly what's going to happen. Like, something really important is going to happen and I'm just going to be like, all right, whatever. I was talking to her for 10 minutes holding a flashlight. God damn, this is the most unhinged part of our playthrough so far. Yeah, like she's the character I'm most interested in. I want to get involved in her life. Tell me what you think about mankind, sweetie.
In a good place.
Look at her thinking. She's never been asked a question like this. I want your opinions on the world.
I mean, science is doing great, and this radio computer thing seems to be kind of big. I don't know.
I don't know. So she's exposed to like things that are of a modern nature. The fact that she brought up scientific things does show that she has some capacity to grapple with technological things. Maybe she would rather be working in a lab right now than standing at this checkout counter selling cigarettes. Let's ask her about the revolution.
When ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
Look, she is intelligent. She knows things. What about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this.
Don't tell yourself
history,
that.
I mean.
Don't ever tell yourself that. You know more than I do, and you have probably had a conversation with the gentleman at the dock, and he told you you don't know anything about history. Well, that's because he just wants you to learn his history, not the history. What time is
I
it?
don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Okay, I'm not gonna bother you with this anymore. But you have given me a lot to think about, young lady, and I hope the world finds you in with more opportunities as your life progresses.
Cool.
Cool. She is cool. I like her. I want to be her friend and give her more opportunities. Now, let's see if she'll sell me a cigarette. If she's the
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Okay, Frit Girl is going to win like maximum points if she gives me a cigarette as well. Like, most important character in the game right now. She holds the key.
There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict. We know that, but he's not self-aware enough. Let's just take it in.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Okay, that's true. She does. Look at her being so concerned with my well-being. She's got a good empathetic spine here.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away.
Nope,
Get back
ignoring
to
that.
work.
Ignoring that.
Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
I'm so close. I need 80 coins. It gives me intellect. That's what I'm missing. I have been missing intellect this whole time. Fuck Volition. It doesn't want me to finish my quests.
The Pale Age vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
Okay, well, consuming this stuff do to my body.
I mean, I already said it'd hurt you. I don't know what else they do.
Substances give powerful bonuses to your main stats at the cost of damage to your health or morale. Cigarettes raise your intellect while damaging your health. Alcohol raises physique while damaging your morale.
Well, all I need to do is pack myself up with magnesium, and that should, like, even out the alcoholism, so I'm going to do that.
Use medication, like Nosafed and magnesium, to counteract the negative effects of substances. Note: consuming substances can have unforeseen consequences for you.
I don't know. It sounds like magnesium is a pretty swift cure for the alcohol, and that will increase my physique. So I'm gonna be back. I will be back, Frit Girl. I need some more bottles. Bottles first, then I will get the cigarettes, and then I will be smart enough to continue the quest. Okay. Kim can wait. What is this? Money? There's money on the ground. I'm so close now. There's got to be more bottles around here. What is Tommy up to? Does Tommy have any bottles? Oh, there's got to be bottles in here. This is a bar after all. I'm telling you guys, this case is going to blow wide open the second I get those cigarettes in my hands. Any bottles? No bottles. There's a bunch of bottles in my room. Can I pick those ones up? Or are they non-interactable? Oh, this is what I feared. They're the non-interactable type of bottles. Okay. That was a fruitless little venture. The headline of this stream is substance abuse counselor desperately tries to find narcotics. I'm not interacting with anything unless it is a piece of trash. Is that a piece of trash? Physical instrument. A tank top. And it comes with no downsides? Fucking let's go. Oh, but... conceptualization. I think I can... I'm gonna swap this on. Physical instrument. I could use that. No, no, no. I don't care about any of that shit. I just need bottles. Bottles. Money. There's fucking money just laying on the ground. Yes! Yes! It's time! It's time, guys. Okay.
A colourful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer.
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Yeah, Frit Clerk, well, you didn't get the secret knowledge that I have, which is that they come with lasting benefits as well.
Here you go, mister.
I've got them! I have got them! Fucking finally. It has only taken me nearly a dozen hours to get to the point. Fuck you. You wouldn't give me a cigarette. Even Tommy, the man, the homie, wouldn't give me a cigarette. In fact, I'm going to smoke my first one right in front of him. Look, he's still smoking it, okay? It's been hours since we last talked. Meaning, that wasn't really your last cigarette. Was it, Tommy? I'll fucking show you. I only got 4 cigarettes. How long do they last? Let's go with it. Smoke it up. Oh wait, I have to put away. Okay, So how do I use it?
There it is. A brave little army in your pocket. The first Smokes platoon. 20 brave souls standing in salute, ready to step into fire for you.
Yes.
Sir.
Pull one out.
You picked the best one. This soldier is fat and succulent. What are you waiting for? Light up. Re-become yourself.
Yes.
Oh yes, Bratan! Please light up! You need a trooper between your lips right now! Calm your shit down! Go to Pleasureland! Become
What the fuck?
a genius!
That's my tie? The necktie? It talks? Necktie-chan. Wait a second. So you're telling me that lighting up a cigarette was finally the thing that woke my best buddy up? Well, fucking light it up then.
Get a load of this rock and roll cop hair, people. Johnny Thundercop fishes a cheap lighter out of his pants. With a flick of the thumb, there's fire. A primal satisfaction. Here we go.
Drip that bad boy in flame and breathe it in.
Thick, warm smoke gets sucked down into your lungs.
Intellect raised.
You feel a warm nostalgia fill your head, body, and soul. A nostalgia for yourself. The man you were in your youth. Johnny Thundercop is back, and he's chill as balls.
Johnny Thundercop, okay.
In the bottom right corner of the screen, there's a cigarettes button. Cigarettes gives +1 to intellect skills. Logic, rhetoric, conceptualization, visual calculus, encyclopedia, and drama. This is good before a white check, but damages your health.
Okay. So, I think I should clarify. I am very anti-smoking, like, especially in my professional work. Like, I don't smoke. And in fact, very adamantly discourage it from people, especially those who are trying to recover from another substance, because not only is there like a lot of comorbidity between like you know using substances and that sort of thing, but what I perceive is that like if you're trying to quit using one substance, we're not just talking about the physical like implications of that, like trying to get your body restabilized from not being dependent on that substance, but it's also a behavioral thing. Like you're trying to learn not to chase impulses. You're trying to learn how to reestablish your body's sense of patience about how to not reward yourself with stimulation or curb your appetite by using tobacco or all of these things. Like there's all kinds of behavioral and psychological implications to continuing to smoke while you're using or stopping use. Then again, there's also people who, say that like harm reduction is the way to go, and that, one thing at a time, like don't try to quit this drug while also quitting cigarettes. It'll make it harder. But I'm of the perspective that continuing to have a vice for smoking actually makes it harder to quit the other thing, because you're not working on the impulsive behaviors at the same time. So just for clarity, like my excitement for this is out of a pure role-playing perspective. Like professionally speaking, I like, you can ask my coworkers, I'm like the most anti-smoking person that you'd find. It's kind of maybe this is my escapism. I think smoking is garbage. A therapist playthrough wouldn't be as good if you didn't turn the MC into a train wreck anyhow. Getting him clean, sober, and sane would be boring. Well, that's true. Look, I'm going off of like what I expect my character to actually be struggling with, right? And there is something to be said for, we're trying to reclaim our past memories. And some memories live in physical sensation, right? Smell especially. And if smoking a cigarette is going to help him like figure out more about himself, then that's probably something he would do, right? But yes, don't pick up smoking. It's terrible for you. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoyed it, consider giving it a like and letting me know what you thought of it in the comments. You can subscribe to catch the next video here, or you can see things a little bit earlier if you support the channel either through Twitch or Patreon. Links to both of those and the community Discord are in the description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye.